Okay, who are on? Okay.
So you see the way that the whole thing is good. I will make sure that I get toilet is there. For example, why did you not wash the plates? I asked you to wash the plates. I told you I don't like my plates left dirty in the night. Auntie, but the plate did not complain that they left them by last night. Even the kitchen sink did not complain. Not even the kitchen itself. And you did not sleep in the kitchen. Why are you complaining now? I will wash the plate this morning after we finish breakfast. Because as I am like this, that want to melt my esophagus. Don't worry, I'll watch them. Just chill. Really? After all you educated about this man, okay, we shall see. Are you going to buy it in the market or you want to collect it from the market? Collect what? Oh, you are planning to plant it. Because that planting used to take the time before the thing mature. What are you talking about? I mean the pepper that you said you want to show me. So you say you will show me pepper. Go to the pepper. Oh, that's the pepper. Because the last pepper in this house is what you want to buy last night. Wait, does anyone know where I left my card? I can't find it. And I don't know since what. Did you check on top of the list? It's not there. Okay, it's cool. Forget. Let me ask Alexa. Alexa, where's my card? Your car key was left on the TV shelf and has fallen behind the TV. Thank you. So this thing has just like this. So you didn't stop well. So Alexa, what is my name? Your name is tell me about myself. You are an orphan child whose parents died in a landslide incident in a village in Delta State of Nigeria when they went to farm at the foot of a mountain. You are currently living with your father's younger brother together with your grandfather and your cousin, Twitwi. You are a troublesome boy who causes panic in class, eats from other people's food without their permission, tease the teachers, hide the teacher's mathematics textbook just not good in mathematics. It is okay that you often deflate your class teacher's motorbike tires whenever he punishes you. There was a day you took a child's pencil and put it in the bag of another child to cause a fight between them. Alexa, it is okay. Then during the fight you supported one child that you knew had food against the other one, so that he would share his food with you. Alexa, turn off the mic. On one occasion you threw a knockout outside the school cafeteria, and when everyone ran out of the cafe, you sneaked in and ate their food. On one other occasion you bought food from the school canteen, and after eating the food, you emptied a cockroach from your pocket inside the dirty dish so that you won't pay for the food. I have another question for you, please. Stop this one. Yes. You steal meat from the pot of soup at home. That is why pieces of meat have been disappearing in this house. You often wee-wee on the bed, and when you wake up, you push your cousin to the portion where the wee-wee is. Then you quickly change your clothes so that you don't get caught. I said it is enough now. I know that. The other day, when your grandpa left his chicken on the dining to take his bath, when he came back, he could not find it because you already eaten it and hid the dish. Then you lied that you saw your neighbor's cat came into the dining room. Yeah, no, you know what I mean? I will remove your battery. If you remove my battery, when your uncle comes back and restores the batteries, I will start all over again, telling him everything about you and all the silly games you play in this house and in your school too. So, as I was saying, the other day your uncle left a bottle of... My people, may God not allow us to put our hand in something that will expose our exposure. Now, if you have ever heard about Amazon KDP before, you will discover that many people in Africa have tried the dream of earning in US. If you want to get them to be using Your smartphone to
Ṣé
make money
ẹ̀yin ò
from
tó lè tẹ
Amazon.
ìjẹ́lẹ̀ lè tán?
Please follow the link in the
Ó ní
description
ilé
of
jẹ́
this
tán sẹ́yìn.
video so that they can guide you how to do so. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are on YouTube. Follow us or like us on Facebook. Like this video, leave a comment and share it.
Àti Salaman,
Thank you.
watermelon.
Dr. Simon, ṣé you see the
Akara gidi akara gidi but àmọ́ láti máa control kìíní yìí. Okay. Bí a mi lọ bẹ̀ wọn.
láti ìlú tó wà náà.
Yóò débi kí ni mọ̀. Kò sí nọ́mbẹ̀ mọ́. Ẹ wo, wọ́n náà lọ́ra. Iná ò dé bíbá o. Ilé ojú ìfihàn kan pọ̀npọ̀. Rárá. Báwo ni wọ́n kọ́?
Okay, okay. Ètí dé.
Kò tí ì dé. Rárá, kò tí ì dé. Yes. I think we know one now. Ọ̀kan náà.
Kìí ṣe ífọ̀tì ń bí ìjọba bá ṣe gbé ìgbà tí jẹ́ ìyẹn bá ṣe
Bàbá gbé ẹ ló
lóṣè.
ìyẹn náà lò. Ọwọ́ kan ló sì lò. Ilé ẹ̀ ní plọ́ọ̀gì. Plọ́ọ̀gì. Tọ́. Á bẹ̀rẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́nà.
Àwọn UB staff ò tí dá lójú. Àwọn tiwa náà máa ń rìn lọ fún gbogbo ní ìpàtà nípa wá ṣe.
Okay.
Ní wà ní last day.
Okay.
Àti wọ́n gba wá ṣe tán láàárọ̀ ẹbí ọ̀dọ́ mọ̀ ọ̀gá tí ò wá yá ọ̀tọ̀ nínú.
Ó ti kú padà. Ó ti padà. Ó kọ́ tán ní. Ó ti tàn báyìí.
The program is about to start now, and we need the attention of everybody. As we are waiting for the arrival of the junior principal, the program is about to commence. This is the second edition of this kind of enlightenment program or educative program that the post students of this citadel of knowledge is rendering to the students. The first one we organized was a student center. And today we are having the teachers and some of our students inclusive because of the importance of today's program. So, the first on the agenda is to start with the national anthem, because this is a school environment, and whatever we do in this kind of environment must definitely start with a national anthem. I will now call upon one of our students to come out and lead us in the national anthem. Where is the assembly prefect?
Let's stand to the national anthem. After the count of 2. 1, 2. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria, so are proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace about to honor, and this we count as gain. To and unto our children, a banner we without stay. O God of all creation, grant this our request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria shall be blessed.
May our country be blessed. So as we are starting behind the schedule, because this program is also started by 9 o'clock, but because of circumstances, so it is just like a proverb that man proposes, but God disposes. By God's grace, we won't take much of our time. We are welcoming the junior principal, Mr. Dalegan. Although we have not done the introduction of the personalities in our gathering. So the next on the agenda is the opening prayer, because it has become the norms, the tradition, and our culture that whenever we want to begin any program, we always begin with prayer. So on this, I will call upon our chief imam of this school, Ashir Kabir, Ashir Jalil, Sahib al-Wilayat al-Kubra, Malam Aguru, to take us unto the Lord.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت ورحمت وباركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amen. 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 Summa Amen. So, Leina. So we are moving. Yes, we make it snappy. So we are moving to the next on the agenda, which is the introduction of the people of the high table. Everybody is important. Yes, everybody is important. And every teacher who is in this hall is very important. But I am just going to introduce the most important members of our great school here. And perhaps the management members of the school. So I crave indulgence in doing that from the other members of the staff. It is just because of the time. So I am going to singular call on the attention and introduce the senior principal, that is the principal of the senior secondary, which is Ajia Sikrat Ahmad. So you can stand up for recognition. So next to her is the junior principal, who is in the person of Mr. Dalegan. We have the vice principals of the junior and the senior, I think. So I will start from the senior vice principals. I will start from Mrs. G.O. Please, you can stand up for recognition, ma'am. While next to her is Mrs. Abdul Salam, Mrs. Abdullah, Alaja Abdullah. So from the junior, okay, I still have my Oga, who is Mr. Jawundo, the VP for the boys. While on the junior, we have Mrs. Abdugani and Mrs. Ajao. So all protocols are duly and respectfully observed. So I will now move to the next on the agenda, which is the opening remarks. We are going to have two opening remarks. That the first one will come from the senior principal, while the second will come from the junior principal, because it is very important so that we don't engage in prejudice. So I will call on the senior principal to give us the opening remarks.
Good. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, everyone. As I've been introduced, I'm the principal for the senior secondary school, Mrs. Ahmed Sikirat Abiola. You are all welcome to this important seminar, which is organized by our amiable old students under the umbrella of Professor Mubarak Oloduowo and his entourage here. They are also old students of this school. We really appreciate you for this important seminar you brought down to us. And the seminar is all about artificial intelligence. The first day you called me, said artificial intelligence. I said, what is artificial intelligence again? So today now, every one of us, we hear about artificial intelligence because we have not been hearing about it before. It's a new innovation, as I thought. So today now, we are going to be enlightened on what is artificial intelligence and how it will bring development into us and our students. So you are all welcome to the seminar. May we all have a hitch-free program. So,
Okay, let us appreciate Ajia Ahmad. While I was saying the other time that the junior principal will also give us another, so I was called upon to be corrected that in as much as we are having a closing remark, so I believe our Oga will do that for us instead of calling him for another opening remarks or welcoming address. So thank you very much. I said the other time that it is just because of the time has fast spent. So that is why I'm taking it one after the other in haste. If not, it will have been a very colorful thing. And as God has it, so we are still having it and it is ongoing. I said the other time that this is the second edition of the program that the whole Students Association of this school is organizing. We organized one sometimes this year, yes, when the outgone as the 3 students was about leaving the school. Now, this is another one that we are organizing, that we are doing, and this comprises both the staff and the students. And I said it is just because of the importance of the seminar or the topic. And as we can see on the PowerPoint, that Government Day Secondary School host Student Association a seminar on artificial intelligence. And the topic is unlocking the power of artificial intelligence to enhance academic excellence in secondary schools. So that is the topic of the seminar. But I'm sorry, the other time when I was making the introduction, I forgot to introduce the whole students, because it is very important. In as much as we are knowing you, you should also know us. Although I am known to everybody in as much as I am standing double here, I am an host student as well as a teacher in this grade school. But it is very important for you also, in as much as we have known you, they also need to know you. We also need to know you as host students. So that is why I need to call the host students members that are here. I introduce them for you to know them also. I will start from the chairman of the whole students. That is our prof. Is a man who loves knowledge. Is a man who has passions for knowledge. Even though if not because of his passionate and his love, we shouldn't have, this program shouldn't have been even held today, because he has been around before 9 o'clock. We have been battling with one issue or the other. If it were to be another person, if he would have made up his mind and someone the courage that, oh, we will make it another day. But as we are encountering one problem, he's saying no, we will unlock another. When we unlocked another problem, another challenge, we came up. All right. So, but thank God that we are having him in our midst. So I have the singular honor to introduce Professor Mubarak Oloduowo, a professor of chemistry from a Beta by Far University of Ilorin. So let us appreciate him again. He is the chairman of the Whole Students Association. You are welcome, sir. And is also the resource person of today's seminar. The next is our secretary, Mr. Mikhail. We call him Prof. Professor Plato. So that's it. We also have my senior, Ajia Salamat Nuhu, and my good brother, who is Mr. Abdul Wahid. The nickname, Keki. So that is just the introduction of the whole students that are around. Although we are many, we are very many, but because of different schedule on the part of different people, that is why we are not much than this. Now, on the program itself, that is why we are here, and that is the reason why we organize this August occasion. We are going to the presentation itself. I have told you the topic of the seminar, and the resource person is also our professor. So I will now call him to the podium to present the topic. But many of us, we have been hearing of artificial intelligence, AI. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know how well important it is. Although I always ask myself that if we are having this artificial intelligence, it may reduce the manpower. How? But if we unlock everything, because he's a man who is up to the task, he's a professor, not from a just university, because in Nigeria we are having two universities, University of Ilorin and others. So he's not coming from just a university, he's coming from University of Ilorin, a Better by Far university. So I believe he's going to unlock on this, And I will now call on Professor to let us to take us to A high, what it means, how we can have it, and why we have it. You are welcome, sir. Thank you very much. Let us jam our hands for him.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم آمين. The principal of the senior secondary school, Adia Ahmad Sikirat, the principal of the junior secondary school, Mr. Dalegan, our amiable vice principals of both sections of the school, the senior and the junior, my honorable teachers, my colleagues in the old students, and my dear students, I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I don't know, I believe we are all brothers and sisters sharing the same faith. I wouldn't know if we have other people of other faith among us. If we have, my apology. I have to say the Taslim because that is the best form of greeting. So to those who may not share our faith, good morning to everybody. Sometimes in June, we were here in this hall speaking to the then SS3 students who have just finished their WAEC exams. And after that event, the request came up that that type of program shouldn't be a one-off program. It should be something that we should be doing from time to time. And also, it shouldn't be for just a section of the students. We should make it available to all students. And when we get back, we now thought about it and finding a way how we can make it possible. On our consultation, we were planning to have another event in January. That is to mark the day the school was founded. We want to tag it Foundation Day, our Founders Day, to mark the day the school was established. But during the course of our consultation, one of our senior elders suggested that why should it be just once in a while? That having it every month is not too much. That you should be coming here too much to talk to the students. We should have something to talk about. But now we now thought about it. We thought about the logistics involved and all other things. Coming every month may not be feasible. We now thought of coming at least once in a term. As if you have an event in a term, by the time we put that in place, if we see how workable that is, we cannot extend to maybe extend it to two events in a term or on a monthly, as suggested by our elder. And that is why we are here this morning again. And when we are thinking about coming, then this idea of artificial intelligence came up. Artificial intelligence is like a guest, okay? A guest is around us. We can't escape it. It has come and it has come to stay. The only thing is that, are we ready to accommodate artificial intelligence? Before we can accommodate a guest or entertain a guest, we need to know about the guest. And that is why we thought of coming here this morning to speak about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is both for all categories of people, all categories, whether academics or non-academics, whether teacher or student. Everybody have one or two things to do with artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence is not quite new. It has been around for a quite very long time. In fact, the idea of artificial intelligence started in the 60s. It is only that it is just revolutionized that it has came, I mean, overtake all aspects of human endeavor. We need also to prepare for artificial intelligence before, I mean, so that it does not take us as a surprise. Practical to do that within the limit, I mean, we have. As a form of introduction, early this year, in between February and March or April, I attended a training organized by National University Commission in conjunction with National Open University. on this future you want. That is the work of Gen AI. And also, they can give you audio. They can speak to you. Gen AI can also, you can have communication with Gen AI. That is the difference between Gen AI and ordinary AI. Okay? And the difference in the two have been summarized in this table. This is just a summary of the difference between AI and Gen AI, generative AI. Now, applications of AI. How do we use AI? This is AI is widely applied across industries. Don't think of anything, any human endeavor. AI is useful. Not only in education. In healthcare, AI is useful. In agriculture, in finance, in transportation, even in buying and selling. AI is also useful. Now, AI in education. AI is very useful. Like we said, in all human, we want to focus on education because that is why we are here. With AI, we can have what we call personalized learning experience. That is, AI can monitor the progress of a particular student and tailor curriculum to that particular student. Okay? You know, we have a class of 40, 50 students. All of them may not be on the same level in terms of perception. Their learning ability is different. AI can study each individual student and tailor teaching towards each of the students particularly, and give the student to opportunity to learn at their own pace. That is personalized learning. Another importance of AI in education is efficient administrative task. AI can also simplify administrative. We know, as we have here, we have to follow a lot of administrative activities going on. That is why I believe we have VP administrative admin, VP admin, yes, because there's administration. With AI can make it very simple for us. For instance, we can use AI to take attendance in class without needing to ask students to write their name one after the other, especially if you have a large class. AI can assist us in writing, in simplifying minutes of meetings. If you are expecting a visitor, for example, let's say commissioner of education or somebody in the high up there, and he just got the information very late, you need to prepare a speech and talk about the school environment. With AI, within 3 or 5 minutes, it will give you a speech. You can which you can read effectively to your visitor, and the visitor may not know whether it is AI or not. So all these are what AI can do. AI also enhance accessibility and inclusivity. Accessibility in the sense that I've mentioned one the other time that we have different level of students. AI can tailor learning towards each one of them. But it's not limited to that. If you have disabled students or as they call them, special special students. Yes, we can adapt AI to each one of them, whether it is physically impaired or audio or even visually. With AI can assist them to learn at the same pace as regular students. That is how AI enhance accessibility and inclusivity. Also, AI support teachers. We have mentioned ease of administrative task. That is one. Secondly, the other time we mentioned taking assignments automatically. Not only that, with AI, with AI, we can set questions for our students. Yes, within 10 minutes, AI will generate questions for us, whether it is multiple choice question or objective questions in any field. Okay? Not only that, AI can also help us grade. If you have a very large student, AI can grade our test for us. Whether test or exam, AI can grade all of them, whether it is objective or objectives. Sorry, or theory. There are AI tools that can perform this task. There was also known as immersive and interactive learning. Immersive and interactive learning. There is a video I saw some times ago. I couldn't find the video when I was coming. I would have displayed that video to explain what we mean by immersive. What this is talking about is that instead of like this one now is a sort of experience, because and what I'm saying, you are seeing it on the screen. But there are AI tools. Instead of, if you want to carry out, let me say, an experiment in chemistry, you can display how the experiment goes for your students on the board. Also, there are some gadgets. I can't remember what they call them. Some of us will have seen that gadget. They wear it as goggle. Okay? That will, the person that wear that gadget will be learning, will be seeing what he's supposed to learn as if he's watching video. These are AI products. This is what we refer to as immersive. Because when students are seeing this, it will look as if they are doing the task themselves. Yet they are seeing it on the screen. And whatever they see, they'll be able to remember very fast. So this is how AI can assist us with immersive learning. Data-driven insights and analytics. AI can collect data. Okay? You know, if you want to, for example, somebody may come out that how can we rate Okekere in terms of student performance? How can you rate it? Is it very good or very low, excellent, and so on and so forth? Without data, we need data to be able to grade ourselves. We want to know how many students are passed from, how many of them did well in their final exams, how many gain admissions into higher institutions, how many are in higher position today. All these are data. Okay, we need, for us to get all this, we start collecting data here and there. But with AI can get this data for us automatically. Year in, year out. AI we know number of students that are in school. We know how many of them drop out of school. How many of them stay throughout the school. How many pass out. And can give you an analysis of how if the school is doing well or not. This is how AI can generate data and can analyze the data it generated. Also, for a particular classroom, AI can tell us how many students is in a classroom, how many of them come to school today, how many were absent, how many attended each of the classes. AI can do all this for us. We will know just by a click. We know how many students are doing transit in school. So all this can be achieved through artificial intelligence. The real-time feedback and assessment. With AI, when you give students assignments, you collect the assignment, you have to take it home, grade. It will take some time, especially when we have other tasks to do. We have other things to do. The grading of the assignment may take some time before the students get their script and know what they score. At times, it may even happen that they may not even get that script. If you have so many students, the time will not be there to grade the script. But with AI can give quiz and give feedback immediately. Yes, it give a quiz and give feedback immediately. Each student can know whether they are doing well or not. That is a real-time feedback. Each student will know whether you're doing well or not with AI, because immediately you will finish your assignment, you get your results. If it's not immediately, maybe the following day, it won't take much time. So you know whether you need to put in more effort or not. And also, to us teachers too, we will know whether to change our strategy in teaching the students, because from their performance, we will know whether they are doing well or not. This is how we can get real-time feedback and assessment from AI. Lifelong learning and skill development. With AI, yes, students can learn very fast. And once they are accustomed to the learning experience of artificial intelligence, it can encourage them to even further in learning more. And they can develop skill. There are several AI schools that also teach skills to students. Scalability and global reach. AI is not a localized tool, because most of the tools that are available, they are online. As we are using AI for our teaching, other people are also using it. And the tool can make an analysis, a comparison. Okay? Also, with AI, students can be taught even from their home. You can reach anybody, anywhere. Students who are not, for example, this story, I didn't witness it, but I used to hear about it. That my eldest brother, when he was in, I don't know, maybe primary school or secondary school, and he had an accident. He had a fracture on his leg. He had to be hospitalized. It is time for exam. They had to carry his exam to him on his sick bed. So he wrote the exam even on the sick bed. Then,
Not now. I don't know if that can happen today again. But with AI, once you have your device and your tools, you can do any exam or can attend lecture wherever you are. That is global reach. And it can reach many people. That means it can be scaled up. Scalability. It's time for AI also encourage critical thinking and problem solving. We have experience with AI. We can develop how to think about a problem and solve the problem uh, easily. This is just a summary of what has been highlighted. AI in secondary school, we have personalized, efficient administrative tasks, enhanced access to resources. We can develop skill with AI, and also it can do our analysis for us. Now, these are examples. When you talk about personalized learning, there are tools, we call them AI tools, that can be used for this purpose. One of them is known as Matia. Matia is an AI tool. If, uh, if we subscribe to do, it can teach students mathematics. Okay? And not only that it can teach them mathematics, it also tailor the teaching to individual level of learning. Matia is the name of that AI tool. Another one is Alex. Alex is another tool, can also be employed in personalized learning. Alex helps educators and parents to understand each student's knowledge and progress. For automating administrative tasks, AI tools that can be used include Easy Grader. Easy Grader. Easy Grader can be used for grading our essays, assignments, and so on. Another one is Turnitin. Turnitin grade scope. Then we have Moodle. These are tools that can be used for administrative tasks. We have Nifty and Lunatic that can be used to write reports. Okay, this we have talked about engagement with AI, hands-on learning. Now, in teaching with AI, that's what we also call intelligent tutoring systems, ITS, virtual and augmented reality. And we have predictive analytics for student success. Let's talk about this one after the other. Intelligent tutoring system is a computer system that intakes human tutors and aims to provide immediate and customized instructions. Intelligent tutoring systems, they are AI tools that behave like teachers. They behave like teachers. They take up the task of a teacher and start teaching students. These are intelligent tutoring system. That is its work. And with this, it can assist students to learn faster. Then, virtual and augmented reality is what I mentioned the other time. Okay, there is this gadget which you can wear and be seeing what you are being taught in class. For example, if you are talking about history, for example, history can be animated and put in this virtual learning. A student can follow the sequence of the history. That is virtual and augmented reality. Yes, these are some of resources that can be used for teaching in secondary school. One of them is Khan Academy. Khan Academy. If you Google it, you see it. It's a library of trusted standards, aligned practices and lessons, which covers K-12. K-12 is a terminology used in the West for kindergarten. That is from primary 6 up to higher learning. You can use Khan Academy for teaching them. And this is the guy that developed the Khan Academy, Sal Khan. From the name, we see that it's an Indian. Also, another one is Duolingo. Duolingo is an AI tool that can be used for language learning. There are many languages embedded in Duolingo, which can be used to teach our students. And yes, then more than 30 languages can be learned online through Duolingo. Then some of the tools that can be used in grading with AI is Edmodo. One of them is Edmodo. Okay, you can use for grading our assignments. Then we have AI for grading and feedback. One of them is Quizlet. Quizlet. With Quizlet, we can generate questions. And not only that, it can also assist us in grading our assignments. Okay? And one thing very interesting thing about Quizlet is that when it was developed by a 15-year-old student, 15-year-old in America. He is Andrew Sutherland. He was 15 when he developed in 2005. That when he developed these tools. And the tools is now being used all over. Another tools, AI tools can be used is Socratic by Google. Socratic can also be used for grading and also Sparrow. These are tools that can be used, AI tools that can be used to ease our task in teaching and learning, especially in grading. There are other tools we can use to collaborate, because today teaching is no more something that is restricted to a classroom. We can collaborate with other teachers elsewhere, even in another state or in another countries. These are tools that can be used to collaborate with our peers all over the world. Okay, like Google Workspace can be used. Microsoft Team can also be used to collaborate. Now, ethical consideration. You will notice that all we have said so far about AI, one will think that a day will come, AI will just drive everybody away and take up our roles, our jobs. And we have no choice. AI is with us. If we don't adapt or go with it, it will eventually drive us away. Because it is those that defend themselves that can adapt to the coming situation. And that is why we thought it better that it is better we sensitize ourselves about AI so that we know what AI is, what it can do before it is too late. So with all the capacity of AI, there are ethical considerations we need to take into place. Okay, we can't just be using AI anyhow. We have to use it responsibly, and that is why there are a lot of ethical consideration that have been developed with advent of AI. One of such is bias and fairness. Bias. When we say bias, we know what we mean bias. We say somebody is biased. That means it is partial. Abi, AI are developed based on data. Okay, it is information that is put into AI that is being used. So AI will be biased based on the data available to it. Okay, for instance, tools that were developed in America were based on information in America. If you want to use those tools here in Nigeria, where you have the information in Nigeria, the answer that tool will give us will be based on the information in America. That is bias for it, and it is not fair. So if you are using, you have to be very careful from the information you extract from the AI and be sure it is accurate. That is talking about bias and fairness. Another consideration is privacy and surveillance. Privacy. Intelligence of AI is based on information that it has. Many of us here, especially those of us who are on the social media, I bet you our information is with AI. Unless the only person that will not have information with AI is if you have never used internet, then you have your information will not be there. So people are now talking about privacy, that AI is invading people's privacy. That is why if we are using AI, we need to be very careful about the privacy of information we are using. And that is why, especially when we write thesis, because AI can be used to write thesis, it's part of the ethical considerations that you must disclose onset that I use AI to do this, and this. You must say it so that people will know. You know, not just do it as if you do it on your own. Apart from the fact that you are going to give references, you must also say that you use AI to develop this. This is how we can avoid issue on privacy. Then transparency and accountability. Transparency. In other words, if you are using AI, you have to be transparent with it. Like I mentioned, you must disclose that we use AI in doing whatever we do. And we have to be accountable to whatever we do. Job displacement and economic impact. There is the fear that AI may drive people away from their jobs. AI will just come there and take over and start doing people's work. And that is why we need also to develop ourselves so that AI will not drive us away. There are so many, okay, like I remember just last week, I heard on the news, or is it one of these talk show, that Alibaba, I don't know if we know Alibaba. No, it's not the comedian. Alibaba is an online marketplace. It's an online marketplace. Yes, where you can buy and sell. It was reported that Alibaba laid off 50,000 of its employees. 50,000 people were laid off. And that is as a result of AI. Those people that were laid off now, except those who have a set of skills which they can use, they can easily go into something else and that are making money again. So unless we develop ourselves, then the fear of AI taking over from us will not be there. Okay. Then we have issues of autonomy and human control. Autonomy and human control. You know, the other time when we were talking about different types of AI, when you talk about narrow AI, strong AI, and super intelligent AI, we said that when you get to strong AI become independent, be doing things on its own. That is autonomy. It will be dependent of human beings. But as we have it today, AI is still under control. Then, environmental impact. There is also environmental impact of AI because AI use large amount of data, a large amount of data, which are input into machine. To do this, a lot of energy is required. Okay? And when we are using energy, like we are powering our power generating set now using fuel. You know, fuel is giving out exhaust. We have impact on the environment. The same thing is applicable when information is being input into machine. A lot of energy will go with it, and this will have one impact or the other on the environment. These are part of the ethical issues we need to consider in the use of AI. Misuse and security risk. The other time, I mentioned that with Gen AI, we can speak to Gen AI. Just maybe whether we input it or we can speak to it and it will give us a video. Or it can give us a picture. The video will look very real, or the picture will look as if it has been taken with a camera. As a result of Gen AI, there is what we call deep fake these days. Deep fake. Deep. Or deep. You to deep wo. Something like that. Fake. Deep fake. Okay. Let me make an analogy. As we are here now, we are being transmitted into YouTube live. The video is being recorded. After some time, somebody can come up. I'll go to the YouTube, download the video as it is. You can now take the picture of Alaja, just your picture, that's what it needs, and embed the picture on the video. The next time it is being played, it will be playing as you are the one talking. That is deep fake. Or it may happen that they may take a picture of a couple hugging one another and transform another person's picture on one of them and present it as if that person is having an extramarital affair. That is deep fake. Because the first time you see something, it will look real as if it is true, whereas it is fake. These are misuse, misuse of AI, and also security risk. And that is why many video or picture we see these days, we must take it them with a pinch of salt. But not all of them are real. Some of them have been, before AI, we used to hear about Photoshop, that this is Photoshop. Now it is AI. That is even more powerful than Photoshop. But it will look very real, that unless it is analyzed, you will not know that it is uh, a fake picture or a fake video. Ethics in research and development. Yes, this has to do with those who are doing research. AI can be used in research. So we have to consider the ethics too when we are carrying out our research. Like the postgraduate school at the University of Ilorin, we can't do without AI. We can't prevent anybody from using AI. AI has come. We have to adapt with it. But there must be a guideline, a policy of using AI. So the PG school have come up with an idea that for PG students, if you use AI for your research, it must not be more than 25%. Whatever you do must not be more than 25%. And there are tools, AI tools, that can detect AI. There are AI tools that can detect whether you use AI or you didn't use AI. Yes, if you think gbanigbani wà, àbí múnimúni wà, whether the gbanigbani wà. There are tools today that will detect whether you use AI or you don't use AI. So if anybody use AI, I think people don't know. AI will also will over today àṣírí nípa ti lo AI. So ethics have to be considered too in research and development. Then long-term implications and existential risks. Now that we know that we have AI, we have to think ahead, because on a daily basis, AI tools are being developed. So we must be thinking what will happen in the future if this happens. So we have to have long impact of AI. And existential is just like saying AI will take over everybody. That is a projection, which I believe it will not happen, because it is man that made AI. The man that made AI will know how to cut its wing when it starts growing wings. Yes, we are talking about all these AI, ethics in AI. Now, AI cannot just talk, they talk about like this. There are strategies that need to be followed if you want to implement the use of AI in education, okay, in education generally, that is by the state government or even by the federal government. Okay, you can't just wake up one day and start telling people to start using AI. There must be steps to be followed. Okay, if we are aware about the steps, when the time comes, because the time will come, we can also make our own contribution. Then that this has to be done. We can't just come up and start saying we should use AI. Okay, some of these strategies are listed here. One, there was the curriculum development for the use of AI in education. As we have it now, there is no AI in our curriculum. So we can't say we want to embed AI into our education. So now a curriculum will be developed for AI. Then secondly, there must be content development for the curriculum. When you develop curriculum, you must develop content, okay, to be able to adapt the AI. And there must be a program for the project of the use of AI. Then, how do you plan the use of AI? There must be clear objectives. Okay? Clear rewards. Align with there are standards for AI. Align with there are standards for AI. To implement AI, we must align with standards. Then there are stakeholders that will see to the implementation of AI. The stakeholders must also be carried along. Stakeholders include teachers, students, and even parents. They are all stakeholders in education. So all of them must be carried along in the implementation of AI in education. Then training and support for teachers. Teachers must be trained on the use of AI. Okay? An example is what we are doing today. This is sort of training, though the training may not be comprehensive. This is an eye opener. At least when we go out now, when people are talking about AI, we'll not be looking at them. We have something to say about AI too. Okay? But before it can be implemented, there must be a training conducted for teachers. The training has to be in stages. It can be physical, as we have here now. It can also be virtual. The training will also be virtual. Like the workshop we said we had, all the training workshop, they are all virtual. Okay? Every professor's workshop was virtual. The UNESCO workshop was virtual. The training were anchored by Professor Okebukola was also virtual. In fact, with that training, there are about 1,000 of us that participated in that training. You can see that where would they put all of 1,000 people at the same time to have the training? Resources and support. Yes, there must be resources. For example, honestly speaking, not to pull, not missing words. Here, as we are today, the school itself is not ready for AI. There are a lot of facility that need to be put in place. Electricity is one. There must be uninterrupted power supply. There must be uninterrupted internet before we can use AI in the school. Then where are the, do you have a computer lab? Or which of the classes have computer? The school doesn't even have security. Talk less of equipping them with computers. So all these resources and support need to be put in place if you want to implement the use of AI in education. Okay, so if you want to, I know if you want to start now, some it's going to be a pilot on a pilot scale. Some school will be, they start with those schools and say they will extend later on if it happens. Then implementing AI require funds. So we need to identify where we are going to get these funds from and who are going to support us. Funding may not be only from the government coffers. It can be from NGOs, non-governmental organizations, or even philanthropists, or even what do you call them? Corporate bodies. They can support education with funding and resources. Available resources for educators. There are some available resources that can be, that can be taken advantage of. We have UNESCO is one of them. UNESCO has taken up the challenge of AI heads on, and that is why they mount a training for some of us. There are some other organizations too that have resources that can assist in the implementation of AI. ISTE is one of them. MTT is another one. Okay, I think with what we have said so far, that is a bit about AI. Like I said at the beginning, I said I intend to have a little demonstration, but I wouldn't know if we can have that. But before we have the demonstrations, let us welcome questions. If you have questions on what we have done, you can ask. Thank you for listening.
Please, I want us to have a standing ovation for the prof. Please, except our principal officers, please let us have a standing ovation for him. Let's encourage him. Thank you, and thank you very much. We can have our seats. The reason why I said this is that the only way we can reward him with this presentation, with this seminar or workshop, is by doing that. Because if he were to be called upon to present this kind of seminar, he knew how much he will be paid for this presentation that we have had on the platter of gold. Thousands of thousands will definitely run into his account today. But he's now doing this for free as organized by the whole Students Association. So by rewarding him is by giving him a standing ovation. So we really thank you. We really thank you, and thank you very much, sir. May Almighty Allah never let you know a better yesterday. So with this, we are now rounding off the program. So we are moving, but as a person, you have opened my eyes beyond what I have known about AI. Because I don't even know we can use AI in our school system. Yes, I don't know. All what I know about AI is when you are having machines. There was a video that went viral sometimes ago where we have a prince of Dubai. He was not going around with any bodyguards anymore. A prince of Dubai was going around with a very gigantic robot. And the way the robot was designed was that it could see as far as 10 to 15 meters. If there is any problem that wants, if there is anything that wants to harm the, that wants to attack or harm the prince, he will see it. It's a very gigantic. And the robot was harmed. It can fire from anywhere. If there is any attack from anybody or from anywhere, you can easily detect it and defend him. And now, Chinese has produced a self-drive car. They have sold some to America. A self-drive car that you can talk to a car. I'm going to, there is a map that you can talk to the car. This, please, you take me to Adiwale Estate, this number, the street. The car will take you there. You only sit comfortably without a driver.
The robots
So,
that are farm.
so he said there is a robot that can farm. So this is what I have known about AI. When we are saying AI, I always think of that. And in the US and the UK, AI is proficiently used. They are using it. That is why there is high rate of unemployment in UK now. In US, there is high rate of unemployment. That is why people are saying, if you are thinking of selling all your properties and going to and go to UK and go to US now, you are a joker. You are just deceiving yourselves. Works are no more there again, because all these things that people can do, they are now using computer systems to do it from home. Work at home. And one of the importance, you know, in every evil, we will see a good thing about it. And this AI of a thing is generated or is provincially used and being in rampant now as a result of coronavirus. Because it was after the outbreak of coronavirus that we can now say that, oh, people can work from home. Because in the developed countries, people were working at home, where you sit at home with your laptop, you work, you do whatever you can do at office, you do it from home. So, but now, despite the fact that the AI has been in existence for decades, but now it is very engaged. People are now using it more and more. And in our, even though Kwara State is also involved in that, the primary school teachers are using, for you to, they have a gadget. They have a gadget produced for primary school teachers that takes your attendance. You cannot, when you arrive in school, when you leave. So this is now, this is a new invention. And with your presentation, sir, it really opens my eyes, it busts my brain to know that AI is more than what I have known before. So we cannot appreciate you enough. Sincerely speaking, we really appreciate you, because if you are a lover of knowledge, you will continue to appreciate Prof. He's a chemistry professor of chemistry. So we can still, yes, you can see, he's a professor of chemistry. And he's now talking about computer system, ICT, AI, as if that is his area of discipline, that is his area of specialization. So I want to be like you. Yes, I want to be like you, sir. So, but to our students, I believe that you can now grab one or two things from the presentation. That is the reason why you are here, isn't it? So this shouldn't be new to you when your colleagues in other schools, you know, we have students from St. Anthony, from FGC, whom their parents are very rich. All these things sometimes is not new to them. There is a lesson that the proprietor said, your child can learn from home. That is from 10 to 12, 10 in the night till 12 on the system. I said, ọmọ tí ó ti lọ káàkiri yóò lọ sí school, yóò tún dìrọ̀lẹ́ yóò lọ sí ilé kéwú, yóò ẹ̀rọ ọmọ rẹ̀ tó bá tún wá di 10 to 12, brain yẹn náà gbọ́dọ̀ rest. So that, but the students that have the opportunities, like the students whom were born by rich people, they are having all these opportunities, isn't it? But for those of you who are here today, definitely when you meet your colleagues outside who are going to those schools that I've mentioned, it won't be new to you anymore, isn't it? So we are now moving to another on the agenda, which is questions and answer. But I want to ask first, sir, the ethical considerations, because I've been thinking of what might likely be the effects of AI. Will you consider ethical considerations as the effects of AI, sir? That's my question. Let's entertain some other questions so that you can. Let's have from another from my Oga.
Thank you very much, our able prof. In fact, we really appreciate you. Me personally, I really appreciate you for this thing you presented a lot. I've already told my Oga before that I'm personally interested in this particular topic. Sir, you made mention of personalized learning when you were talking about the application of AI in education. So, sir, I want to ask, is there any particular tools that can be used to adapt the teachings to the student, and how, for example, now if I want to make use of it in my class now, how am I going to make use of it for personalized learning and adaptive learning, sir? Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. So okay, from a student, Abdul Rakib, Abdulak, tell us your name and your class or your department you are.
My name is good day everyone. My name is Bushari Abdulhaq from SSA Science Department. So my question is that since AI has an advantage, what is the disadvantage or what are the disadvantages of AI?
What are the disadvantages? It has many benefits. What are the defects? Other question. Is that all? Okay, man.
Thank you very much, Prof. We really appreciate the knowledge you have imparted onto us since. My question is, since these tools or gadgets cannot be provided to many public secondary schools, is there any other way by which some of these gadgets can be improvised?
Any other questions? I think these four questions will go a long way.
Okay. Um, Let me also thank everybody for your appreciation. To go through the questions, the first one is ethical consideration, effects of AI, right? Effects. No, we cannot consider it as effect, though it's as a result of use of AI. Because it has happened that everybody is now using AI indiscriminately to do so many things, good and bad. That is why there must be a guideline for the use of AI. And that's what brought about ethical consideration. Ethical consideration is in the sense that
there are many evils embedded in AI. So we need to guide against this evil. And that is why many countries, many countries have guideline policies on AI. Countries have guidelines. Not only countries, institutions also have their own AI policies, okay, across the world. Unfortunately, Nigeria has none. Nigeria has no policy yet, though, excuse me, though a policy is being developed by the Nigerian government. In fact, I have the draft policy, but it's not yet official. Okay? And again, also has taken the bull by the horn. They are also trying to develop a policy on AI. All these stemmed from the use of AI judiciously, ethically. That not just you can just use any AI anyhow. Okay, so it is because we have AI. That's why we have ethical consideration, and that is because we have to guide against the evil of AI. I hope that answered the question. Then the second one is the tools of personalized learning. I mentioned Matia the other time. Though Matia is basically for mathematics. There is also Alex. Alex, I can't remember what basically that's for. There is Duolingo for languages. Khan Academy is a tool. There are many other tools, but I can't list all of them here. But if you search for it, you get the tools. Then, disadvantages of AI. I will have mentioned the disadvantages because of presentation. There are many disadvantages. Deepfake is a major one, which I mentioned the other time. Deepfake. Because as you are sitting down innocently like this, somebody can take your picture and put it in another place. Now look at your friend, you see where he is. Whereas you are not there. That's the one disadvantage of AI. Okay? There are some students. Let me let me mention that some of my students who want to write seminar, they just went to AI and download. Fortunately for me, I know about AI, so I know what they bring. That's a disadvantage because it is not what they did. Okay, and that is why we have tools that can detect AI. Think of it, AI can be used in agriculture. It can be used in medicine. It's being used in medicine. In fact, there are AI tools today. As you are sitting down here, you can consult it and it will answer you as a doctor, give you prescription on what to do. Okay? AI is being used in military for warfare. If we follow the trend in the Asia, especially Israel, Palestinian, remember that it was drone that is being sent around. Drone are unmanned aeroplanes. The aeroplanes that has no man in them. These are being used to bomb other areas. This is AI being used in a disadvantaged way. And many others like that. So AI is useful in all facets of human life. So AI also have disadvantages in all facets of human life. Okay? Then availability of AI tools. AI tools is not restricted to any place, anybody, or anywhere. No, you can improvise AI tool. AI tools are available online and it comes with a price. There are some AI which are free, AI tools that are free, we can use freely. There are some that have access, unlimited access. After the unlimited access, you have to pay to use it. But many of them, you have to pay before you can use them. Once you have access to internet and you have your money, you are good to go to use AI tools. And that is why funding is very, very important in the use of AI. I hope I do justice to these questions. Hmm. Yes.
The little thing I want to say about what Oga with the answered Oga give to the questions, the only way we can make use of this what we call AI, we are now encouraging the students to make use of the STEM, to use the exploration of that STEM. The STEM is what that we are talking about, is the science. Make use of this AI for your own use, as for the science, technology, engineering and the mathematics aspects. Don't use it for the bad deep fake that Oga was telling us. Good day.
So that is another advice from the table to the students.
Good afternoon, everybody. I couldn't have said anything, but the seminar came to, deliver this afternoon. I attended UNESCO, and I can say that I'm using it in my school. I'm also a teacher. I can beg a prof to give you the applications. I mean the teachers, because in my school, one application for the register, one for the grading, and one for the assessment. So if the teachers can have the applications, so I think so that everything will be easier for them. So I'm just begging Prof to give the teachers the applications. Even when they have one application that can unify the student and the teachers. When the teachers are at home, they can give the students the assignment and other things at home, and they can send everything to the students when they have the access to the application, so that they can communicate through the application. Thank you.
Since you have been using the application, you are the best position to tell us
Yes,
So I have one here. Sorry.
what is it called?
Sorry. I will send it to the platform. It is not on this phone. It's on the second phone. Sorry. So on that application, even the lesson plan, you can just type the topic of the day on that platform. I increase everything, standard one, SS1, SS2, SS3, everything will be there. So when you type the topic and the area you are going directly, so it brings everything. That application, another one. So I will send it to the platform so that Mr. Anwar will come to.
Our amiable and indefatigable principal is also on the platform. So once I see it, I will give the principal. All right? Yes, ma'am. So we can now see that for those of us who attended this seminar this afternoon, I mean for the teachers, it is not a time wasted. So we have been told, we have been taught, and once the application is sent to us, definitely I will give the principal and we can all use it to make our job easier. So We are moving to the next on the agenda, which is vote of closing remarks.
Before closing back, can you have a little demonstration? Okay.
Okay.
I just want to um I mentioned the last time that you can communicate with AI. You can speak to it and respond as if you are speaking to a human being. So I want to show us a video. It's about Oworitako. Oworitako is actually a cartoon, but in this particular video, it demonstrated the use of Alexa. Alexa is a tool developed by Google. With Alexa, if you have Alexa with you here, tell him, I want to go to airport. Which route will I take that will be faster and shorter? Alexa will give you the analysis. He says, don't take this route. There are a lot of traffic and so on and so forth. So, in a cartoonist way, the power of Alexa was demonstrated by Oworitako. If we listen to it, at least we learn something and at the same time we get relaxed. Let's go through it a bit. So go on.
Anche Biden did not complete that the letter of Alaska. Even the kitchen sink did not complete. Not even the kitchen itself. I mean, you did not sleep in the kitchen. Ah, you complaining now? I will wait to sleep this morning after we finish breakfast. Because as I am like to say, I'm the one to mess with the butters. Not one, I was just cheap. I will work it this morning after we finish breakfast. Because as I am like to say, I'm the one to mess my husband. Not worry, I was just chill. So, are you going to buy it in the market? Or you want to collect it from the market? Oh, you are planning to plant it. Because that until you do it, you can afford it in my town. I mean, the better that you say you want to show me. So you say you want to show me that.
Hmm.
So Alexa, what is my name? Oh yeah, tell me about myself. Child, his parents died in a landslide incident in a village in Delta State of Nigeria. When they went to farm, they went to
Alexa. Hmm.
You are a troublesome boy who causes pain in the grass. It's probably in school without moderation. Text the teachers, parent-teachers mathematics text just because you are not leading mathematics.
So that is just to show that Alexa has information about everything. That is what that cartoon display in a funny, and that is AI for us. Then another one is the most popular AI tools that people talk about is Chat GPT. Chat. Chat GPT, ask it anything. Ask it anything. It will give you answer. Anything. Yes, yeah. The address is chatgpt.com. Chat.
Bluetooth mode.
Chat. Chat. ChatGPT. GPT. ChatGPT.com.
Bluetooth mode.
Oh, I've opened a page like this. Like a battery to long. So I mentioned the other time that if you want to write an address, ask it to give it to you. Yes. Ask it any question. Even it can give lesson notes. ChatGPT can also give you lesson notes. It can also give you question. It can help you draw question. It can also help you grade. Yes. If you say give me question, 10 questions with answers, they give you on any subject. Give it a topic, it will give you questions. I want to demonstrate. I want to demonstrate one now. Ṣe lè ká tí ó wà lórí bọ́ọ̀dù mi? Ó yá.
Government day secondary school.
Wait. Start from the question.
What can you tell me about GDSS Okekere? Government day secondary school Okekere is a public secondary school located in the North South, Kwara State, Nigeria. It has a strong connection to its alumni network, which actively supports the school, including recent repairs to classrooms and facilities. The school was heavily affected by a rainstorm, which damaged several buildings, including classrooms, the library, and the
Ó yá.
construction improvements to ensure a conducive learning environment.
So, it's a ChatGPT ni.
So we are now, sincerely speaking, it is very interesting, very interesting, and it is an interactive seminar. So we are now moving to the next on the agenda. Sir?
Huh?
The closing remarks. The closing remarks by Mrs. Abdulgani.
So we really appreciate the whole students of this able school who bring this useful program. We thank them a lot, and I pray for Almighty Allah be their guidance. So as a teacher, we know they unlock what AI for us. So they let us know where it can help teachers to make our work faster and easier. And the students here, they let them know where it helped them also. In accordance, they should not use it another way. So thank you once again, especially our Professor Oloduowo. We thank you so much. May Almighty Allah be with you and guide you, inshallah.
Amen. So we are now having closing prayer. Who is the principal of GDSS Okekere? I couldn't find the correct principal's name for GDSS Okekere in Kwara State. For the most accurate and updated information, contacting the Kwara State Ministry of Education or the school directly may be the best approach. So the closing prayer by Malam. I don't know if you have any closing prayer.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We really thank our prof. We say Jazakumullah khairan. Class, please say Jazakumullah khairan for our prof. Say Jazakumullah khairan. Jazakumullah khairan. Jazakumullah khairan. Subhanaka rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wassalamu ala al-mursalin. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. We say Jazakumullah khairan to you as well. Thank you very much. You are highly welcome.
Thank you.
Alhamdulillah.